Did you all see this article that Daryl Nicholson did in January? I can't stand how my Dodger windows need to be replaced all the time, and that yellow tinge, it drives me crazy. But Daryl has some answers for us. Our upcoming special report on marine plastics touches briefly on one of the most conspicuous plastics on any cruising boat, those clear vinyl windows. On many older boats, the windows on Dodgers and cockpit enclosures are often the first to show visible signs of age, first yellowing, then cracking. Over the years, we've looked at various ways to delay the inevitable degradation and restore windows that are just past their prime. Look at any boat more than 5 years old, and chances are the clear Dodger windows aren't so clear anymore. By comparison, the windows on one of our test boats remained crystal clear for 15 years. Is clear vinyl really that vulnerable, or are boat owners doing something wrong to shorten its life? The answer to both questions is sort of yes. One of the best known manufacturers of clear plastic windows for Dodgers and cockpit enclosures is Fort Lauderdale based Strata-Glass. The company has perfected a high scratch resistant coating for clear plastic, originally intended for the automotive industry. It has since become the product of choice for all the high end yachts. Strata-Glass recommends using its own Strata-Glass endorsed cleaners and protectants made by IMAR. These have done well in our previous tests of clear plastic cleaners and protectants, and the prices for that stuff aren't significantly more than competing brands. But as usual, we remained skeptical and sort of curious. What about homemade cleaners like our anti-mildew concoction that is 35 times cheaper than what you'd buy at West Marine? With the hopes of finding a cheaper way to protect our $150 plus Strata-Glass Dodger windows, we tested other cleaning products and protectants on the company's two types of clear plastic. 2 years into the test, we found that other non-MR products, as well as some combination of products, effectively protected Strata-Glass. Strata-Glass has a user manual that lists things you should never use on your windows that will void their warranty. Those things include a lot of stuff that kind of surprised me: Windex, Rain-X, Pledge, Plexus, Simple Green, Orpine, or any other harsh cleaner. Car wax, or any kind of wash wax 2-in-1 products. Cleaners, polishes, and scratch removers, or any products intended for commercial grade vinyl or plastic. All of them are a no-go. In addition to Strata-Glass's warnings, we were surprised to find that some everyday products, including sunscreen, bug spray, canvas treatments, and mildew cleaners, can do irreparable harm to Strata-Glass. There are many common boating chemicals that can ruin vinyl windows and are rough on other plastics too. Sunscreen. You don't even think about it, but sunscreen handprints on vinyl are difficult or impossible to buff out. Sometimes the handprints occur when a guest helps you roll up the windows, and you may not see them until the next morning when dew develops inside on the vinyl. Keep a washcloth handy for wiping your hands, or better, wash your hands before touching clear vinyl. Insect repellent. I didn't know this one. DEET will melt vinyl. Even a fine spray will haze many plastics. We recommend politely asking guests to use insect repellent sprays well outside of the cockpit area, away from all the windows, and to wipe or wash their hands thoroughly when they're finished applying it. Consider banning aerosol bug spray repellents from your boat entirely. Vinegar comes up a lot. If rinsing your vinyl windows with fresh water and then polishing them with a spray polish does not remove all the spots are very likely calcium deposits. Use a 10% solution of vinegar and water to clean them. Rinse them thoroughly after using fresh water, and then apply a protectant. Canvas water repellents. We use it on the sunbrella parts of the Dodger. As we reported in our report on canvas water repellents, some waterproofing treatments are quite tough on vinyl and can ruin it, sometimes within minutes. If you treat your canvas, be sure to apply a fresh protectant coat to the windows before you begin. Cover the windows if you can, and then wipe the vinyl with a clean protectant after you're finished. Silicones and solvents, you'll find them on boats all the time. All manufacturers advise against using products on vinyl that contain silicones, petroleum solvents, or alcohols. Small amounts of certain alcohols are permitted in some cleaners, but not the use of alcohol-based glass cleaners. So, if we want to protect our windows and keep them clear and clean, what can we do? Covering clear vinyl windows offers foolproof protection from harmful UV and dirt. The downside, other than the cost of making the covers and the added time before and after each sale, is a risk of abrasive wear between the cover, typically sunbrella, and the window. We've heard of folks using textured stuff like Pfeiffer text, like this stuff, as covers, and then finding that their windows have a fine checkerboard pattern on them after 6 months. We've also heard reports of damage in windy harbors from the cover's constant flapping. If in the wind, the best solution seems to be consistent cleaning and use of protectants. Some folks use sunbrella with an integral lining for their covers, but dirt can embed in the lining, resulting in worse abrasion than just the sunbrella fabric would have been. Wear is often related to the size of the dirt particles or salt particles, and lined sunbrella can hold larger particles than unlined sunbrella. For the best of both worlds, we suspended awning covers over the Dodger windows. There's no chance of abrasion that way, even if the window is covered in salt and dirt. UV and bird bombs are blocked entirely, and they can even provide expanded shade and reduce the need to close the windows when you have a passing shower while you're at anchor. When cleaning your windows, always follow the manufacturer's instructions for cleaning. Each product varies a little bit, but they generally say spray on, wipe off products are best. Some makers advise not applying their products in direct sunlight or in hot days, and this is pretty good advice across the board. And use only soft polishing cloths to clean your windows. Clean cotton jersey material or t-shirts are pretty safe, but paper towels can actually leave scratches. The grit left over from the paper towel manufacturing process is often harder than the window material is. Microfiber cloth is a favorite as well, but it must be kept very clean as it quickly attracts dirt. Rinse the windows with water after each sale or before each polishing. Change to a fresh cloth every 5 to 20 square feet, depending on how clean the window was at the start. Turning the cloth over frequently. While I have you, please take a second to engage with us to help us help more sailors. There are lots of things you can do, like giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing and clicking the little bell to get notified of new videos. Come chat with us and weigh in on hot topics over on our Facebook page, and sign up for full access to the Practical Sailor site. I'll leave links in the description. Only roll up vinyl windows when they and your hands are clean. Salt spray is abrasive and can cause minor scratching very quickly. It's better to squint through salt-encrusted vinyl until a freshwater rinse is practical than to have your view blocked by scratches for years to come. A handy freshwater squirt bottle can help rinse them while you're at sea. Alternatively, remove the window panel entirely. And if you're rolling up the window for storage, roll them up with a soft, clean fabric in between to help keep the window from touching itself and potentially abrading its surface. If you plan to roll up your windows regularly, you might be happier with a thinner vinyl material, thinner than Strata-Glass, 30 mil instead of 40, or a more flexible product entirely like OC or Regalite versus that Strata-Glass, since less force is required that way and less scratching might result. For a more complete report on specific products, refer to our test page of clear plastic restorers. That report also compared the value of paying for professional restoration as compared to a do-it-yourself solution.